day. I don't want to say when because I don't want to contradict myself in case I don't end up posting this today. But it's a good day to be happy. Happy new day. How are you? How are you doing? How's your reading going? All those nice things. I hope you've had a great reading month for March. I am back with another book haul for March. I received books from two publishers, and I also I managed to collect my books from bargain books, and I got three books from an independent person who sells off of her bookshelf, similar to what I also do sometimes when I'm getting rid of some of the books that I've had or that I've read. So I will be doing that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on my reading, and I managed to read 4 books this month, and I listened to 3 audiobooks, and I read 1 book, Black Cake, which was my highlight. I also listened to Crying in Mart, which was also a 5-star read for me. For me, personally, I am giving out 5 stars. Positivity, guys. I'm trying to keep it moving from books that are not giving. I did that with one other book that I was so excited about, which I won't mention. I refuse to mention it, but it is on my timeline on my Instagram and my Facebook if you have been following. But ke asikho lapho. I also took part in our very first live reading sprint a few days ago with my bookish friends, my favorite girls. We decided to just do it and take the plunge, and we did it over a 16-hour period, and it was amazing. You can check it out on I'll also link everything up, and I'll also link up my friends, Vuvu, Charity, and Nontli. They also have YouTube channels, which I'll also be linking up here. And we had fun, man. I think we will be announcing on each of our social media accounts when we have decided on a date for April, but it will be monthly, when we can actually all come together and do the 4-hourly sprints. And we managed to actually crack some spines, and I'm glad that there was a great turnout. I'm glad that it actually worked out. It was really amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that as we continue with the reading year. Other than that, I think I've had a great reading month. It almost worked out into a slump, which I was fearful of. That's why I ended up listening to the audiobooks that I listened to. I will also be sharing that on my highlights. I normally share them on my story highlights on Instagram, but they are on highlights and books that I've read for the year. So yeah, without further ado, guys, I'm not going to stop this recording. I'm going to ignore all the other noises that are outside, because inside here we are zen. There are no twins and Big Brother Mo for a few hours. So I'm taking this opportunity to record. I will ignore the birds. I'll ignore the garden service going, but I'm keeping it moving. And then I think I won't be reading from the backs of the books. I'll just show you the book and the reason why I got it and where I got it from, and I'll also link it up if need be. And without further ado, let's go. So these books I got from Taba. Taba was trying to get rid of books from her shelf, and I was just lucky enough to see her posting about these, and so I grabbed them because they were going for a steal, and I had been looking for a few, so I had been looking for all 3 of them actually. I'm going to start with the smallest one. This is Senthu Run. Dear Senthu Run, correction, a Black Spirit Memoir by Akwaeke Emezi. I am collecting the author's work. I have it's right here actually, The Death of Vivek Oji, which it means now that I've got 2 of their works. I am outstanding. I think whatever else that comes after, because 2022 they are planning to release a few more books. I think 2022 late, but there is another title that I'm forgetting, but I will write it down here. I think, oh, You Made a Fool of Love with, I don't want to butcher the name, but it's a beautiful title, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'm not going to read any of their works until I have everything. That's how I do my collecting of books. Sorry, but yeah, I got this because they are the things. So yeah, I got that for a steal. I'm actually quite glad, and it's still looking brand new. I don't know if you can see. Yep, I got this from her as well. Although with this title, what I know for sure, I got it because I listened to the audiobook on Scribd. By the way, I will also link up my free 60 days sign up, a link to Scribd. But this book for me is the one that I wanted. I wanted this, but it's the bigger version of this. So there is another hardcover version that I like from this, but I just got it because it was going for a steal, like under $50 or something. So yeah, I enjoyed reading this book, and I had to have it on hardcover. So I will still, it is on my wish list on Takealot. I always check the price so that it drops, guys. But yeah, I'm hoping that during the course of the year I'll get generous spirits who will bless me with any of the books that are on my Takealot wish list, and I have also linked them up on my description. So please, if you're feeling generous, I beg. Yeah, I'm trying to collect a few more of some of the titles that I've read from Oprah Winfrey. I am a stan, a permanent stan. So yes. And the next book that I got from Taber, Taber's also a Bookstagrammer. I will link up her profile as well. I got His Only Wife by Peace Azomedi, and this book, like last year for like Bookstagram pressure, this book was on there, and I was dying of FOMO for everybody who was getting it. I know a few Bookstagrammers got it from the publisher, the local publisher here, and I was just like so jealous. But I was patient, so I will probably listen to this as well because it is on Scribd. I think it is. Yeah, I stand to be corrected. But yeah, this I had to have, and it is still brand new. Really, it was a steal, so I couldn't let it go. Okay, that is what I got from Taber. I will now move on to the books that I got from publishing houses this month. I got this morning. I got these for the month of March from NB. This is from Quella. This is NB Publishers. This is Finula Dowling, The Man Who Loved Crocodile, Tamers. Maybe I should read the back of this book because I don't know about it. Gina knows hardly anything about her father apart from the fact that he was once engaged to Coringa, a crocodile tamer, and that he is buried in an unmarked grave. In between shifts at a call center, with doubt always looking over her shoulder, she works on a novel about him, ultimately drawing back the curtain on a complex, sad, but also funny and enchanting life. The Man Who Loved Crocodile Tamers is a story about love, family, fear, and the banishing of fear, a celebration of strong women and a defense of a nervous man. Yeah, and as John Matham says about this book, I am the man who loved Crocodile Tamers. I am the man who loved it very much through many smiles and snorts of uncontrolled laughter and occasional tears. Okay. I like the cover. And Lyndall Gordon says about this book, this novel takes us into the cracks and susceptibilities of the human heart, a wise and witty authorial voice. So the cover has the backdrop of the Table Mountain. I don't know if you can see that. It's a beautiful, grabbing cover, you know. Even the back has like little crocodiles in between here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's a beautiful cover. Quite beautiful. So this is the sea, I guess, and the sky and the stars. Yeah. I'm actually now intrigued. I've never read anything by this author, Finola Dowling. Let me see. So there are other novels: What Poets Need, Flyleaf, Homemaking for the Down at Heart, The Fetch, and Okay, Okay, Okay. So the author is also into poetry because they are like 5 poetry collections by the author. And yeah, this is interesting. I like the quote that is referenced in the first pages of this book. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. And this is by Carl Jung. I might actually just use this as one of my timeline author blocks. But this is what I got from Quella. Thank you, Team Quella. This month earlier on, I also got 2 books from Pan Macmillan. Thank you, Team Pan Macmillan. I got Chasing Marion, and it's dubbed the most anticipated feel-good novel of 2022 by 4 amazing authors of South Africa, Amy Heinrich, Carnita Loxton, Pamela Power, and Gail Schimmel. And they are friends and established authors. And it says at the back here, when 2020 and 2021 saw all in-person literary festivals cancelled, they decided to channel their disappointment at not seeing one another in real life into writing a novel together. Heartwarming and hilarious, Chasing Marion is a story of finding connection and friendship. Can you guess who wrote which character? The answers might just surprise you. So, yeah, 4 strangers, 2 cities, 1 chance online meeting, Chasing Marion. And Marion Keyes has a shout out on the cover. I like this cover actually. It came with a beautiful wrapper. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, guys, you won't see it. It's far back, and I don't want to stand up. But Marion Keyes says warm, funny, and moving. I loved it, and it comes with this beautiful. Oh, here, the wrapper looked exactly like how that bookmark looks like. How cute is this bookmark? Thank you, Team Pan Macmillan. I'm actually looking forward to reading this. With fictional guest appearances by Marion Keyes and himself. So I can't wait. Let me read the back of this book because I sampled a little bit and I feel like I know already who opens up the first line. 4 strangers, 2 cities, 1 chance online meeting. Jess is a yummy mummy of 2 whose life is slowly unraveling and who has secretly separated from her husband. Ginger is a happily widowed granny with a salty tongue and a wicked sense of humor. The gorgeous and sensitive Matt is an almost qualified psychologist who still lives with his parents. And Queenie, a librarian from Cape Town, has an absent boyfriend and a secret writing habit. What could these 4 strangers possibly have in common? They are all die-hard Marion Keyes fans. And when they hear that Marion is due to visit South Africa to attend a literary festival, they are all desperate to meet her. Together, they come up with a madcap plan. Will they succeed or will life intervene? That is the question. So I'm actually quite looking forward to this. I've read Gail Schimmel's work and Carnita Loxton, and I love Pamela Power. Although I haven't read any of her work, she is fabulous, you know. I'm looking forward to this. I'm also reading another book by Gail Schimmel soon, which I'll probably share in the Instagram stories. But yeah, it's quick. I think there's about 231 pages. Yeah, just with the acknowledgements. So let's see. There's about 223 pages. So it should be a quick read. This should be interesting. Thank you, Tim Pan Macmillan. The other book that I got, I also have Douglas Stewart's award-winning, Booker Prize award-winning Sugar Bean. So I had to have his newest book. This is Young Mungo, and I'm super excited about this one. Without trying to make this long, I am going to read some of the new books. I am going to read the backs just to, entice you a bit. From Booker Prize winner Douglas Stewart comes an extraordinary, powerful second novel, a vivid portrayal of working class life and the deeply moving story of the dangerous first love of two young men, Mungo and James. Born under different stars, Protestant Mungo and Catholic James live in a hyper-masculine world. They are caught between two of Glasgow's housing estates, where young working-class men divide themselves along sectarian lines and fight territorial battles for the sake of reputation. They should be sworn enemies if they to be seen as men at all, and yet they become best friends as they find a sanctuary in the dugcot that James has built for his prize racing birds. As they begin to fall in love, they dream of escaping the grey city, and Mungo must work hard to hide his true self from all those around him, especially from his elder brother Hamish, a local gang leader with a brutal reputation to uphold. But the threat of discovery is constant and the punishment unspeakable when Mungo's mother sends him on a fishing trip to a loch in Western Scotland with two strange men behind whose drunken banter lie murky pasts. He needs to summon all his inner strength and courage to get back to a place of safety, a place where he and James might still have a future. Imbuing the everyday world of its characters with rich lyricism, Douglas Stewart's Young Mungo is a gripping and revealing story about the meaning of masculinity, the push and pull of family, the violence faced by so many queer people, and the dangers of loving someone too much. And that is Young Mungo. So I'm on a quest to always collect an author's complete work, and I'm looking forward to this. Let me see. This retails for $330. I'm looking forward to reading this at some point, guys. And I hope it will be. It promises to be good discussion points for a book club. So if ever you do get the book, please let me know in the comments. Maybe we can do a buddy read. I don't know. We can start with the first one, Sugar Bean, and then we can, before I got cut off, and then we can see how to tackle both of them at the same time, maybe, or one following the other, or yeah, let's just see. That is the second book I got from Pan Macmillan. So thank you very much to the publishers for sending these for review purposes and just making noise about these new beautiful books. And yeah, and now lastly, and this one I'm gonna go straight through because I don't want to make this too long, guys. Anyway, that's my worry half the time because I talk so much. I got these at Bargain Books for, I don't like the stickers in front, so I always get, let me see if I put this in the right position. There it was initially. Okay, so I got these from Bargain Books because I've always had them on my wish list, and I should actually be updating my wish list. Please see my wish list, and if you want to bless me, okay. The first one, I'll start with the smallest ones. Bookstagram made me do it. That's the hashtag for these five. Is it five or six? Six books. I got Dust by Yvonne Adiambo Owo. I hope I'm not butchering the surnames. But this was 89 Rand as per sticker, which I will fast remove. Gosh. But yeah, this is going to probably be part of a book, a buddy read. I'm looking forward to this later on in the year, guys. Hey, there's a lot of books that are on my TBR, like as you can see behind me. But yeah, and this is in this dazzling novel you will find the entirety of human experience, and this is by Taye Selassie, author of Ghana Must Go, and this was shortlisted for the Folio Prize. I'm looking forward to this because my trusted friend Simole read this and enjoyed it. Yeah. And the next one is Beneath the Lion's Gaze by Maza Mengiste. And I do have another book of Maza's. I'm not sure what is the title. There is a book here with the same. Let me see. Okay, I was trying to see because this was released. This is the first book. This was released in 2010. There is a book here by Maza. I'm just forgetting the title. But yeah. Anyway, I do have another book of hers. I have a photographic memory of how my bookshelf looks like. So every time I shift things, then I end up forgetting where things are. But I do know. Let me just see something while I'm talking here. Oh yeah, there you go. Maza Mengiste is an Ethiopian American writer. Oh, do I have it? No, I don't think I have it. The Shadow King. Yeah, I think Maza only has two books. Yes, it's The Shadow King. That's the latest one. I think it was released 2019, just before the lockdown. Yeah, The Shadow King, which is the one that I have to read. It is somewhere here. I think I do have it. Anyway, I'm wasting time. Okay, the Beneath the Lion's Gaze was also suggested on Bookstagram by trusted peeps who I love. So I am looking forward to this as well at some point. And then The Girl Who Smiled Bees, A Story of War and What Comes After by Clementine Wamaria and Elizabeth Whale. So this book has two covers that I know of, and Bargain Books had both of them on special, but when I went the last time, they had that white one, and I very much like this one. I don't know if you can see the cover. It's beautiful. It's green, and I enjoy stories of war that end with triumph. Yes. As the Rwandan Civil War waged. Actually, when Clementine Wamaria was 6 years old, her world was torn apart. She didn't know why her parents began talking in whispers, or why her neighbors started disappearing, or why she could hear distant thunder even when the skies were clear. As the Rwandan Civil War raged, Clementine and her sister Claire were forced to flee their home. They ran for hours and walked for days, not towards anything, just away. They sought refuge where they could find it and escaped when refuge became imprisonment. Together, they experienced the best and the worst of humanity. After spending 6 years seeking refuge in 8 different countries, Clementine and Claire were granted refugee status in America and began a new journey. Honest, life-affirming, and searingly profound, this is the story of a girl's struggle to remake her life and create new stories without forgetting the old ones, because it's always important to never forget your past and your history. I read Ishmael Bea's A Long Way Gone, which is also a true story about a child soldier, and I think I enjoy memoirs uh, that show people coming out of a difficult situation, right? So I'm looking forward to this bestseller, and I'm glad I got this version, and I am gonna remove this sticker once I'm done here. And then the trade paperbacks that I got, boom, I got The Sweetness of Water by Nathan Harris. I know this was highly recommended by someone. I just forget their name. But I am looking forward to reading this. It's a beautiful book, better than any debut novel has a right to be. That is Richard Russo. Imagine, huh? Yeah, I don't know if I should read. Oh, God. Anyway, let me just let go of the idea of this video being too long. It doesn't really matter. In the dying days of the American Civil War, newly freed brothers Landry and Prentice find themselves cast into the world without a penny to their names, forced to hide out in the woods near their former Georgia plantation. They are soon discovered by landowner George Walker, a man still reeling from the loss of his son in the war. When the brothers begin to live and work on George's farm, the tentative bonds of trust and union begin to blossom between the strangers. But this sanctuary survives on a knife's edge, and it isn't long before the inhabitants of the nearby town of Old Ox react with fury at the alliances being formed only a few miles away, conjuring a world fraught by tragedy and violence, yet threaded through with hope. The Sweetness of Water is a debut novel unique in its power to move and enthrall. Yes, that's what I got for my collection. And next is An Ordinary Wonder by Bookie Papillon. Isn't this cover gorgeous, guys? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. An Ordinary Wonder is the powerful coming of age story of an intersex twin, Otto, who is forced to live as a boy despite their heartfelt belief that they are a girl. Otto's wealthy and powerful family is ashamed of their identity and treats Otto cruelly to ensure silence. The love from Otto's twin sister wavers in a world of secrets and lies which seems determined to tear them apart, and Otto must make drastic choices that will alter the whole family's lives forever. With African mythology, art, and folk tales, this moving and modern book follows Otto through life at home and at boarding school in Nigeria, and the ultimate dream of emigrating to a new life in the United States. It is a novel that explores complex desires as well as challenges of family, identity, gender, and culture. And Ordinary Wonder takes us on a beautiful journey of what it means to feel whole. And Cosmopolitan says it's tender and moving. I am looking forward to this. I know that the Cheeky Natives had a conversation with the author. You can check them out on their YouTube channel if they have released the audio yet or the video. Yeah, this is also another Bookstagram fave that I've seen on the streets. And lastly, finally, is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Bookstagram made me do it, guys. 7 days to fall in love, 15 years to forget, and 7 days to get it all back again. Ava Mercy is a single mother and best-selling erotica writer who is feeling pressed from all sides. Shane Hall is an enigmatic, award-winning novelist who, to everyone's surprise, shows up unexpectedly in New York. When Shane and Ava meet at a literary event, sparks fly, raising not only their buried traumas but also the eyebrows of the black literati. What no one knows is that 15 years earlier, teenage Ava and Shane spent one crazy, torrid week madly in love. While they may be pretending not to know each other, they can't deny their chemistry or the fact that they've been secretly writing to each other in their books through the years. Over the next 7 days, amidst a steamy Brooklyn summer, Ava and Shane reconnect. But Ava's wary of the man who broke her heart. Before Shane disappears, though, she needs a few questions answered. Oh, guys, I love love. I love love. I love long lost love. I love everything about love. Okay, and I know that my friend Vuvu is reading this month, March, not April, but March, and she's having fun with it. So I can't wait for this, and that makes up my very big book haul for March. And I know I've said this before, guys, but sure, I think I'm done for the year. Hey? You know, I always say this, right? I think I said this with February's book haul as well. But that is my ever big book haul. I'm still looking forward to going through some of the books, or getting rather the books that I have on my Take a Lot wish list. I will link up all the people that I've been speaking about on here, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did make it to this 30 minutes so of this blabbering on about my favorite things, books, and buying more books. Thank you to everybody that sent me a book, or the stores that I got these books from. Yeah, I hope you will be able to join me in the next one and join us for our live reading sprints. We will put these up whenever we find a date. We will put them up as you know, that scheduling, and then you guys can schedule in and then come and read with us. So yes, guys, I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Happy reading for April.